Yeah, Divya, could you please introduce about yourself?
Yeah, okay. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce about myself. My name is Divya. I worked as a test engineer, and thanks for giving me this opportunity for conducting the interview on Playwright with TypeScript and JavaScript.
Okay. So, already you have experience with the playwright, right?
Yes, sir.
So, why the nowadays all people are looking the playwright? Why
Yes.
not Selenium?
Yeah. Uh, um, Nowadays everyone are using the playwright instead of selenium because playwright has the uh, capability of using the parallel execution auto
Mhm.
wait function,
Mhm.
um, and we can perform the test easier compared to the selenium, unlike
Mhm.
selenium. And we no need to install the external web driver support, unlike the selenium, so
Mhm.
which simplifies the configuration.
Okay, sounds good. So, how many types of locators we have in the playwright?
Playwright, in Playwright, we have the inbuilt locators. Mainly, the locators are used to identify the elements on a web page. When it comes to the different types of the locators, we have get by alt text, get by label, get by text, get by placeholder. So these are the different types of the locators in the Playwright.
Only these locators we have, or do we have another locators?
Do we have the another locators also, like CSS locators and the XPath locators?
Okay. So, which one is the priority to use the locators in the playwright?
Uh, though we have the inbuilt locators, XPath locators and CS locators, but in the Playwright we mainly give the first priority to the inbuilt locators itself.
Okay, sounds good. So, what is the basic structure of the playwright, Divya? How we can install and
Basic structure.
how we are set up the playwright?
Yeah, yeah, okay, sure, Naveen. Firstly, to install the Playwright, I'll make sure that the Node.js is installed.
Mm-hmm.
And I also make sure that the Visual Studio Code editor also has been installed in my system.
Mm-hmm.
After that, uh, we need to create our new project folder,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to fetch that folder into the Visual Studio Code editor, and we use the command line to install the Playwright, for installation of the Playwright, like by using the command npm init playwright at the rate latest
Mm-hmm.
for the installation of the Playwright. And then after that, I'll write my simple code, and then I'll execute that by using the npx playwright test command.
Acha. Good. So, Divya, do we have direct run option on the file in the Visual Studio?
Uh, yes, Naveen, we have the direct run option on the Visual Studio Code, but right now we are using the terminal to see our test performance in a headed and the headless mode.
Are you
So
sure?
right
Are you
now,
sure? Do we have the run button?
yes, sir. Even I have seen it on that files
Okay.
option. Run button is there, but right now, whatever the things I have learned till now, I didn't use the direct run button, but I have used this terminal in the command prompt.
Okay. Super.
The
Sounds good. So, what is the difference between the NPX and NPM, Divya? You said commands, right? So,
sure.
why we are using?
Yeah. NPM stands for Node Package Manager, which is used to install the packages to our project.
Sounds good.
When it comes to the NPX stands for the Node Package Manager, which is used for the execution.
Okay. Cool. So, without project, shall we create the file?
Without folder. No, sir. First, we need to create a folder. Then, inside the folder, we need to create a test file.
So, every time we need to install the playwright, or one time one folder we need to install?
No need to create a folder every time. Once we create a folder, simultaneously we can have the n multiple tests in our folder.
Okay, just you told, so whenever we created the folder in the C drive, so we are fetching to the fetching into the Visual Studio.
For the
Yeah.
first time in the initial setup stage only, we are using that method. After the creation of the folder and after creating a test file, no need for creating the another test file again. For example, um, when I want to test a particular web page, after launching the URL again to check the to verify the locators, at that time again I don't want to create a folder again, and that inside that folder
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, like, what is the difference between the JavaScript and TypeScript, Divya?
Yeah, okay, Naveen. Playwright supports both the JavaScript and the TypeScript. When it comes to the JavaScript, JavaScript is dynamically typed language and
Mhm.
it mainly focuses on the flexibility.
Mhm.
When it comes to the TypeScript, TypeScript is a statically typed
Mhm.
um, in TypeScript, we have the feature called type safety. Type safety is nothing but it will give the errors during the compile time itself. When it comes to the Java file, JavaScript, we need to write the implicit codes and the explicit codes. So everyone are mainly focusing on the TypeScript rather than the JavaScript. Though
Okay.
the TypeScript is a superset of the JavaScript,
Mhm.
but it has the some more external features compared to the JavaScript.
Okay. So, for example, I'm creating the one Java file with using of the demo JavaScript I'm created. So, like end of the file, .ts file can I use or .js file can I use for
So
the
when
Java?
we have created for the JavaScript, the file extension ends with .js
Okay, very good. So, how we are executed for the .js file? What is the
by
command?
using the
Node.
node
Very good. For the TypeScript,
our file name .js. For the TypeScript, we'll use .ts.
for
We
example, I
can
want to,
see like in TypeScript when we are, yes, sir.
yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. How many types of execution modes are there in the Playwright? Like, what is the difference
Different
between
types
the
of
head?
the execution modes.
What are the difference between the headed and
Yeah, in
yeah? Tell me.
yeah, we
Yeah, Divya, I'm unable to hear you.
the headless mode, we cannot see the UI interface, like what is happening at the backend to our test while execution. When it comes to the headed mode, we can see how our tests got executed. If there are any flaky tests or any tests are failed or passed, everything we can see in the headed mode. So when it compared to the headless and the headed mode, headless mode is more faster compared to the headed mode.
Okay, good. So, what is the syntax for the headed mode? Take any example file.
So, can I explain, sir?
Yes, file name is divyademo.ts.
Okay. If when I wanted to execute my file in a headed mode and my file name is divya.ts,
Mm.
I'll run this file by using by using the command like npx playwright
Mhm.
test
Mhm.
divya.ts
Mhm.
hyphen hyphen headed.
Okay. So what is the difference between the hyphen hyphen headed and the hyphen hyphen UI? What exactly happens
Hyphen
between?
hyphen headed, it's it's an indication that our file is executing in an headed mode. When it comes to the hyphen hyphen UI, we are executing our file in an user interface mode.
Okay. For example, in the file we have two to three test cases are there, Divya. So I want to
Yes.
run exactly second case. So how you are using?
When I wanted to run only one test file, though I had two to three types of test cases in my file, I'll just use the extension test dot only to execute that only that particular type of the test.
Okay. So whenever we are taking the file from the Visual Studio, so we are installing the Playwright, right? So at that time you writing the first file, how many browsers it will be open, and I want to run only single browser. What you are doing at the moment?
Yeah, sure, Naveen. Whenever I installed the complete Visual Studio setup and everything got installed. Now, for the first time, I am executing my first file. When I run the first file, I'll be executing this test file in three workers mode. Like the three workers indicates that the Playwright supports the three browsers, mainly the Chromium, Firefox, and the WebKit. So if
Okay.
I wanted to run my test file only in one single browser, then I'll use my ts config.ts configuration file in the Playwright, where I can make the settings in at what in what browser I have to execute my file
Super.
by using the commenting in the configuration file.
Super. Sounds good. So, in the Playwright, like you want to run the file with using of the uh, .js file. Okay. So at the time, which syntax you are using? Previously, what you said? Could you please repeat again?
Uh, so when it comes to run the JS file, I'll use the node command node my file name dot JS.
Okay. So
For
Divya,
example, yes, sir.
okay, I got it. So why we are using every time async and await? What is the difference between the async and await? And what is the difference between the synchronization and asynchronization?
Yeah, sure, Naveen. The differences between the synchronization and asynchronization is, for example, when I am executing my test cases, example, test 1, test 2, test 3, and test 4, like simple steps. When I am following the steps, when it comes to the synchronization, at each and every step, it needs, it waits until that. It returns the promises. Like suppose when I am executing 1 2 3 4 files, after the execution, after the completion of the first file only, it comes to the second file in the synchronization mode.
Okay.
It doesn't happen in the asynchronization mode.
Okay.
Automatically, it comes to step by step execution without any blocking.
Okay. So if I want to wait 5 seconds, what is the syntax for the waiting
Yeah,
waiting time?
at that time I'll use page dot wait for timeout, and there I can mention how much of time I need to, like 5,000, 3,000 millisecond.
Okay. So I want to send
Yeah,
some
Naveen,
data.
my voice is audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible, Divya. So I want to send some first name,
Okay.
or I want to send some name. So which type of method I can use in the Playwright?
Yeah, I can use the dot fill method to enter the text. Naveen, dot fill method.
Okay. So what
For
is the
example, when I am testing a particular,
okay? Tell me.
yeah, whenever I'm testing a particular web page, inside the web page, we will have the first name, last name, like applications form is there, like first name, last name, and that submit button. At that time, I'll use dot fill method.
Okay. Divya, did you use the live servers in the Visual Studio? Do you have experience with that? Yeah. Could you please tell
Yeah, sir.
me?
App dot after installation of the. Yeah, sir.
Yeah, tell me what is the live server and what is the use of the live server?
About the live server, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, a live server is nothing but it's a type of where we can use our test file locally to run our app.html file.
Okay. In that you are configured the live server. You are installed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the meaning of the config file in the in the Playwright?
Yeah, mainly I'll use the config file to make the changes. Like uh, if I want to execute my program only in Chromium browser, then at that time I can go and make the changes in the config file. Instead of using the three browsers at the same time, I'll use only the one browser. So that type of settings can be changed by using the Playwright config file, and also I can set the timeouts also over there.
So what is the basic syntax for the file test file?
Basic syntax for the test file, like for example, for the first time I am writing my test file, I have to first import the things from the Playwright, like import in the flower braces test comma expect from the Playwright. So these are the inbuilt one in the Playwright, and after that I have to give the test file name along with the asynchronization. Then I have to launch my URL. So these are the basic first steps to start my program.
Okay. What is the picture we have, right? So what is the use for that?
Yeah, sir. Like fixer is a reusable setup
Mm.
in the Playwright. For example, in the Playwright we have the page fixture, browser fixture. So these are the fixtures which I've wrapped inside the flower braces in the Playwright.
Okay. So
Like no need to write the several times. Once we just install, like once we just write the page fixture, no need to write for the other cases also. So it's
okay.
an inbuilt reusable setup.
Okay. Cool. So what is the difference between the DOM and HTML?
Yeah, sir. DOM is nothing but the document object model. So the DOM acts as an API interface.
Between?
API interface between the HTML and the UI.
Okay. So how many types of locators we have, Divya?
Yeah, sir. When it comes to the locators, mainly used for the extraction of the web elements on a web page. Get by text, get by alt text, get by label, get by placeholder, mm,
Okay.
get by role.
Mm.
So these are the different types of the inbuilt locators in the Playwright.
Okay. So like, shall we run for the dynamic values? Shall we use the playwright? In the drop down, we have the dynamic values are there. So shall we use the playwright or not?
Yes, sir. We can use the Playwright.
Yeah. Tell me, Divya, what are the major differences, major highlight points in the playwright where we are
Uh,
used? Yeah.
like I need to explain about the highlights why we are using the
Playwright.
Playwright.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, sure. Playwright supports the multiple browsers
Very
like
good.
Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit.
Mhm.
And Playwright also supports the multi-language. Like we can write our tests in different languages like Java, Python, C Sharp,
Mm.
etc. And it also supports the multi cross-browser,
Okay.
and it also supports the uh, different types of the platforms like Windows, Linux, and etc. And it also has the parallel execution, and it also has the asynchronization method where we no need to wait for the promise, and it can also hold the complex elements for the better execution. Parallel execution. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So these
So
are the
yeah.
features of the
So
Playwright.
in your project, we have two options. One is the Selenium, one is the Playwright. So which one you want to pick?
I'll go for the Playwright, sir.
Okay. So uh, now you are good with the Playwright. So anything challenge you faced while you are using the Playwright? Could you please explain about the
Okay.
challenge?
Uh, yes, sir. Whenever I'm executing my test file, mainly I had different challenges while I'm uh, doing with the locators.
Mhm.
So at that time, I'm just trying to rectify at the each and every step for the better performance and better ability to use.
Okay. I'm done with you, Divya. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm good with you. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Like, can I ask for the review?
Yeah, sure. So now you are good with the playwright thing. So now one more mock interview I will take on the frameworks. So so as of now you are good. Okay. So whenever as of now I don't have any negative feedbacks. As of now I'm good with you.
Okay.